So this next thing I'm going to show you, I'm going to use the Marline spike hitch, and I'm going to use a bolt line. I'm just going to show you how to basically jam those, and I call these, it's just a jam knot. It's fairly simple. Essentially that's tying a knot in an area, so if it does happen to slip, it can't slip past that knot. So there's a couple ways we can do it. Let's start with our Marline spike hitch. So we're going to do a loop. We're going to lay it down, pull our string through, and then we're going to insert our stake. So let's say you can do this on both sides if you need to. Probably pick a different knot, but I use this to hang something up in this fashion. And depending on your type of string or what you got going on, this does have a tendency possibly to start slipping right here. If you tie it correctly, the good thing with this is when there's pressure going down and up, it can't really slip, but there are certain strings that are slick, and it can cause it to slip. So all we're going to do is tie an overhand knot right here, and that's going to butt up against that. So if it does slip, then it jams it. And all that is just an overhand knot tied right up against that area. And that's it. So if it does start to slip, it cannot slip past that knot. So this is really good for multiple uses. If you're doing, for whatever reason, a ton of weight, it can't slip any further. And again, pull your stake, and it comes right apart. Now your overhand knot won't just come apart, but typically what you will see in a lot of my strings, except for this one because I'm doing a demonstration, almost all of my strings are rope. I will actually tie the ends with a knot, and I will almost always use that to jam most of my knots, depending on what I'm doing. So if you already have your rope with a knot tied at the end, we're going to do that Marline spike hitch one more time, just starting way down here at the bottom. We'll do our loop. We're going to lay it over. We're going to push that through, and then insert our stake. And then once it's pulled nice and tight, then that's already down there with our jam knot. So there's no way for this to slip anywhere. I mean, if I put enough pressure on here, the pencil's gonna break first. The second thing is this cord will start stretching until it rips, because that will not come undone. And again, quick detach, so it just falls right apart.